Go.
Payne.
Talk me through it as you're going, if you want.
Okay. Move this down. Catch the stick on it. That's it.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Right, just give us a bit of groove, just so we can see that it's all working. Is that all right?
Yep.
Great, okay. Just come down to this seat, Matt. I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Okay. So, Matt, what are the health and safety considerations you should take into account when playing the drums?
Having your snare height the right height.
Yep.
Always warm up before you play. Always wear ear protection to stop you getting an illness like tinnitus. Have good technique so it doesn't cause injuries in your hand. And seat height. Make sure it's not too close or too far away.
Okay.
Get a good backhand.
Anything else?
And pedal position.
Do you play double pedals?
Yeah.
So what considerations do you make there?
I make sure my left foot doesn't, when I'm moving it up and down, it doesn't hit the rim of the snare.
Right.
But I also I put the hi-hat stand priority. So I'll have the hi-hat stand and the right kick where I want them, and then put the left kick just inside the hi-hat stand.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, so Matt, describe your warm-up routine.
Paradiddles around the kit, different types of rudiments, like singles, doubles, different types of paradiddles. Going slow to a metronome and then building up the speed.
Okay. Now, when setting up your drum kit, what are the other considerations that you might make?
Is my snare the right height?
Yeah.
Don't want to be having unwanted rim shots because it's too high. Cymbals the right height. Don't want to be having them too high and breaking them.
Okay.
Breaking more sticks.
Yeah.
So pedals in the right position again. And seat height.
Okay.
Sure it's comfortable.
Cool. Okay. Matt, what drum kit do you play and why do you choose to play that drum kit?
I play a Gretsch Renown Maple. I recently bought. I like the warmth of the maple. And as I did have a birch kit, and I found it had too much attack for me. And the maple kind of really makes it a lot warmer, gives more tone.
Sure. Okay. Cool. What about your cymbals?
I use A custom cymbals, 14-inch hi-hats, 16-inch crash, but I'm looking to get an 18-inch because my 16-inch I find is a bit too small at the moment.
Sure.
I've recently bought a Meinl MB20 19-inch crash because it's quite heavy and it cuts through the louder music. There's a 20-inch A custom ride with a 19-inch Zildjian China and a 9-inch Zilbel.
Cool. Okay. Matt, list the regular maintenance procedures you do or should carry out on your drum kit.
Regular head changes.
Yep.
Lubing up the lugs to make sure that they don't detune quickly or ruin the thread of themselves. Cleaning it. Pedal maintenance, like cleaning the springs and the hinges, and lubing that up, make sure it doesn't squeak and it moves freely.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, cool. So Matt, next to you, you've got a snare drum.
Yeah.
Could you put it on your lap and just talk me through it, literally from the top to the bottom.
Okay. Snare drum head. The rim, sort of triple flange tube. The tension rods. Lugs.
Yep.
Lug post that hold the tension rods in. Snare strainer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what shell it is, but
What would you guess?
maple shell.
Yep.
Snare side head.
Yep.
And snares.
Okay, cool. What do we call the top head?
Batter head.
Great, good stuff. Okay. Talk me through the procedure for changing the batter head. So if you were to put a new batter head on there, what would you do? From where it is now to putting on the new one?
Okay. I'd take 2 drum keys, detune opposite each other, but not fully. And then just do that until they're all properly detuned. Then untighten them with my hands so they're all completely loose. Take the rim off. Put the new head on. Then put the rim back on and tighten the lugs up, hand tight. Seat it with my hand. And then using 2 drum keys again. Tighten opposite each other, maybe 3 half turns, just to get around an even point for all of them. Hit it once, see if it sounds alright. If it doesn't, then I have to pitch match them. So tap them and make sure they're all in the same tone.
Okay. And then how would you change the tone of that drum? Once it's tuned, how would you change the tone of that drum?
I would again take 2 drum keys. If I want higher, I'd maybe bring them all up half a turn or quarter of a turn. And to make it lower, detune quarter of a turn, but not too much, because obviously you don't want the head to start slacking.
No. If once you tuned the drum, it was ringing more than you wanted it to, what options have you got?
You could spend more time tuning it, or if you haven't got much time, you could use some sort of dampening, maybe moon gel or duct tape with a bit of toilet roll in it.
Okay. The drum that's on your lap, give me a rough estimate of what you think that drum size is.
Say 13 by 6.5.
Okay, so 13 by 6.5, maple shell drum. What do you think that would sound like?
Quite a fat sound, being that depth, and maybe a higher pitch sound. I've never played on 13, but I'm guessing a higher pitch.
What sort of music would that drum suit?
Probably make it work for heavy rock music, pop, maybe some sort of reggae. Yeah, so really.
Okay, cool. Put that down. There's a drum head next to you. Talk me through that drum head.
It's an Evans G2 level 360 head.
Okay, what does all that mean?
The brand is Evans.
Yep.
G2 means it's a 2-ply head.
Yep.
It's coated, so it will give a warmer sound. If you're putting it on a snare, it'd be good to use brushes with maybe.
Yep.
And level 360 means that it sits on the drum evenly instead of wobbling around.
Excellent, well done. Good answer.